It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, Deezer, Stitcher, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with a wonderful doctor who grew up in the South, now living in Los Angeles, just loves to mix things up. Not only he's a musician, he's also a chemist, professor, consultant, entrepreneur. He's a graduate from Savannah State University and graduated from the School of MIT. And he's been in chemistry for a number of years, and he teaches organic chemistry, electrochemist, and, just a lot. He's done some research, and he's also been teaching students. And he'll tell them about his chemistry experience, but also, most importantly, we'll talk about him being a musician. And yes, it's possible to combine two things into one. So, live, ladies and gentlemen, just mixing things up from wonderful sunny Los Angeles, ladies and gentlemen, the Dr. Kelvin Frazier, Ph.D. Dr. Kelvin, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning. Thank you. That was a great intro. I was like, wow. I have done all that stuff. So thank you so much for having me.
well, anytime, Kelvin, or should we call it Dr. Kelvin? I guess either way would be fine, too. So since you got a Ph.D. degree. So
yeah, I go with both. Like, whatever you want. It's like, technically, Mr. Kelvin, yeah, that's the only thing that's kind of wrong. You either say Kelvin or say Doctor. One or two.
Sounds great. Okay. So, Dr. Kelvin, you've been a musician, chemist, professor, consultant, and entrepreneur, graduate from Savannah State University and Graduate School of MIT, and you also have a few hits on the charts as well, too. And before we get to your wonderful dual career, tell us how you got started.
How I got started. So, music has always been my first love. So I was born in a very musical family where both my grandmother sings, my brother sing. He also plays the keyboard and everything. So I grew up in the church choir, like knowing how to sing, and that is the direction I wanted to take initially. But then in school, I started to become really gifted in school. And when I was in high school, it started become the time where I decided what do I need to major in college. So of course I was like, yeah, I'm going to major in music. And people came up to me and was like, Kelvin, you're too smart to major in music. I'm like, what do you mean? So I was graduating like the top of my class. I was like the top 10. And like literally like all the top 10 people, like we all had a 4.0 GPA. Mm-hmm. And amazing. So it was very competitive. And I was like, okay, well, I don't think I'm going to give up music because that is who I am and that's what my passion is. But let me see what other passions I have that I've never even thought of. And that's when I got into my senior year, and I took this chemistry course, and I told this chemistry teacher, she has inspired me to go towards the chemistry path because she was actually kind of crazy.
Or mix up, they say.
Exactly. So I like a little bit of crazy. So what we ended up doing is like we had like 3 experiments that came into my mind that like was really like eye-opening. So I knew that with pure sodium, you cannot drop water on it or it will explode.
Yes.
She literally did an experiment with that. She put a sodium metal inside a beaker and told the whole class to back up. And then she did a single drop of water. She ran back and the whole entire beaker like exploded.
Oh.
And we're like, glass could have gotten into our eyes or something. Like, that's kind of crazy, but it was very interesting. So I was like, okay, let me see more and more. One time we put alcohol across all the tables and like lit a match and like the whole classroom was on fire.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Kids, don't try this at home.
Exactly. But that's pretty much how I was like, you know what? I need to learn more about this chemistry thing. And so what I ended up deciding was like, okay, well, I don't want to lose my passion in music because that's my first love. So I'm starting to enjoy this science stuff. So I was like, well, let me just double major in chemistry and mathematics when I go into college. Mm-hmm. Then I reached the realization. Go ahead.
Oh, that's amazing as well, too. And, of course, you know, with the chemistry, it sounds like you kind of discovered it while you're going to college. But what about high school? Did you have any interest in science, or was it just all music in high school?
In high school, it was pretty much all music. I didn't discover science until like literally my senior year.
Okay. All right. Well, I just wanted to get on that as well, too. And then after graduating from Savannah State, went on to MIT as well, too. Tell us about your specialization over at MIT, and where did you go from there?
MIT, they also know me for doing music as well on the side because that was the only thing that could keep me sane. It was a very, very vigorous program. From there, I did like research that was making devices for like explosive detection. We did like fruit ripening detection, food waste, and let's see. And we had a startup that came from that device. From that device that we made. It was called C2 Sense. And like pretty much like that's how I got this entrepreneurship bug that was like bit me. And like that's how MIT likes. Like they want us to develop new companies. But at the same time, like I was singing and at the Cooper Singers of Harvard College. So like I was singing with Harvard students.
Wow.
I was also singing, you know, at MIT for their gospel choir. And there was a church that was in Boston, considered like one of the mega churches in Boston, and I was singing their church choir. So like I was very, very involved while I was in Boston.
Wow, that is something. And of course, you talked about you being at MIT. What are some of the things that you have developed as well?
Yeah, that's so I have a patent that is where I have a technique of developing sensors by like mechanical drawing, just like pencil on paper, and where you can fully draw a device that can be used for whatever application that you want. Like if you wanted to detect the quality of water, I have done experiments where you could do that. If you want to have it detect the air quality, where not knowing something is dangerous in the air for you, I've done that. I even started a proposal, which I need to finish up, to be honest, where you can do early detection of breast cancer.
Wow.
Yes. So there's different, because they can train dogs to be able to sniff out cancer, but we don't have a device yet, and that's like one of the things that we was thinking about doing.
Mm-hmm. That sounds amazing as well, too. And, of course, I also know this, too, that while you're in Irvine, California, you developed new DNA extraction methods from pig whole blood and human whole blood and compare performance to release products such as Quick DNA and everything else. And, tell us about that project.
Yeah. So that was this postdoc project. I did a postdoc. It was like 4 months. It was pretty much using different salts combination and having like pretty much human blood sample and be able to purify it, but with one stroke of like pushing it through a column of different purification products. And hopefully at the end, you have just salt and DNA.
And also, too, what are some of the other projects that you're currently involved, and what do you plan on doing in terms of science and chemistry major projects, like, say, detecting early disease, or, say, with nuclear, or any projects that you currently have in the works or about to be in the works for 2020?
So my project is with detecting quality of water. So that's what I'm majoring. I'm doing for right now, where we're just looking at like the pH of the water, the turbidity, also total chlorine, the amount of chlorine that's in the water. So we do a lot of stuff that's trying to maintain how well the water quality is out here.
Wow, that is something. Looking forward to all that. And, of course, we're going to mix things up by going into music and talking about some of this other works. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here at Dr. Kelvin Frazier, PH.D., musician, chemist, professor, consultant, and entrepreneur. He graduated from Savannah State University and graduated from the School of MIT. Talks about a lot of interesting projects and looking forward to what he has coming up as well, too. And, of course, graduating from, going to chemistry and mixing things up with music. And, just a couple of things I had thought about as well, too. We talked about this earlier, that, you being a chemist and also an entrepreneur and a musician. And do you have any plans in the works of, talking about chemistry into music, or say like with physics, nuclear, or say with DNA or anything like that, incorporating it into music?
Yes, I do have that on the back burner of my brain to just make sure I do, because I first got inspired to doing that actually in high school. Like, there is a number that all of us chemists have to know. It's called Avogadro's number, and that's us knowing how many molecules is in a mole. All the non-science people, you don't need to know all the details for it, but like all of us, we're supposed to know this number. And how we, in class, how we remember the number is we made up an actual song for it. And that's how, like, pretty much how I've memorized the number. Do you want to hear a little bit of it?
Absolutely. Let's hear it.
So, here we go. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the mold. Avogadro make us happy as chemistry unfolds. October 23rd is the day that sets our soul as the mold keeps rolling on. 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. That's the number of atoms in the mold. That's the song.
Wow. Glory, hallelujah. I'm learning something. Hallelujah. Yes, the truth told by you is still marching on. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to take a class from you one day.
That's literally like 14 years old now. I'm so impressed that I still remember everything.
Oh, my goodness. And, of course, being a musical family helps as well, too. And who are some of your favorite artists and singers growing up?
Artists and singers. So I would have to say, like, growing up, I was definitely had to listen to gospel. I wasn't really allowed to listen to secular music like that. Mm-hmm. So for gospel music, like, it was like Mary Mary. It was like Yolanda Adams. It was like Donnie McClurkin. But then when I was old enough and my parents knew I was mature enough to listen to secular music, my first CD, that's actually my first CD. I remember Thursday, it was actually Destiny Child.
Wow.
I was so in love with Destiny Child. Like, like everything about them. And then as I grew older, male figures like John Legend, I loved him. Luke James, loved his falsetto. So you'll start to hear a little bit of that in some of my performance. Also Stevie Wonder and Luther Vandross are just like, those are like my go-to vocally.
Wow. You've got a heck of a background right there, too. And we'll also play a little bit of music as well, too. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention The Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, and more. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with Dr. Kelvin Frazier, PH.D. He's a musician, chemist, professor, consultant, entrepreneur. He graduated from Savannah State University and MIT, talked about numerous projects, and also learning a lot, chemistry, physics, just about everything in science, and talked a little bit about music and how he managed to mix things up. But right now, he's got an EP called Conquer All, which is out online right now. You can stream most of his music. And right now, here's Missing You from Dr. Kelvin Frazier right here on The Mike Wagner Show.
Baby, no, I'm not okay.
That was Missing You from Kelvin Frazier here on the Mike Wagner Show off the EP Conquer All. And tell us more about that song, Missing You, and what inspired you to write that song?
So Missing You was during the time of the bereavement of the death of my grandmother. So it was not only that one, but also with Marked and Scarred. And so they was like kind of family bunched together, and that's the type of vibe that I was in right then, because I was still in like mourning, and people just think like things are like a breakup song, but it's actually not. It's more of like me coping with the love loss. And so that's what pretty much inspired the single.
And also Marked and Scarred as well too, just kind of came with it, and of course we also have Roller Coaster as well too, and we'll play that in just a minute as well too, and first of all, do you have any other singles or any EPs coming up in 2020?
In 2020, yes. I'm hoping that by the summertime I will have like a full out album to be released. So I know I have multiple songs that are being made. It's just they're not quite done yet. I have one song that's called "I Be the Best." You can definitely hear that when I perform live. It's just like recording wise, we're not quite done yet. And I also have another song that's called "We Are One." So that's more of a declaration song, or more of an anthem song to empower us to know that even though we have differences in the world, whether it's our religion, our skin color, our sexuality, our financial stability, like we are all one. Like we are one human race, and we should stick together. So it's like one of those type of anthem songs.
That's amazing as well too. And we're gonna play a Roller Coaster as well too, getting a little upbeat right here. I guess it involves a little physics as well too. So here's Roller Coaster from Dr. Kelvin Frazier on the Mike Wagner Show.
3, 2, 1, 0, start sequence.
My heart is racing, I'm about to fall. Anxiety, it holds me, I'm gonna risk it all. Running out of time, journey to unknown, patiently awaiting, got me screaming out, got me feeling like so high in the galaxy, can't shake this feeling inside, I'm feeling free. You got me on that roller coaster ride. Take me on that roller coaster ride. Thrill of some adventure, escape reality. Wind runs through my body like a movie scene. More than I can dream. Butterfly effect. The rush has got me lifted, got me on my knees. Oh, got me feeling like so high in the galaxy, yeah. Can't shake this feeling inside. I'm feeling free. You got me feeling, got me feeling like so high in the galaxy, yeah. Can't shake this feeling inside. I'm feeling free. Got me
Roller Coaster from Dr. Kelvin Frazier here on the Mike Wagner Show. That was just a fantastic single. Tell us all about that song and what inspired you to write Roller Coaster.
Yeah, so that's the fun side of Kelvin.
I can tell.
So anybody who knows me knows that I love to ride on roller coasters. And so I was like, well, why not write a song about roller coasters? Because life is like a roller coaster, love is like a roller coaster. It hits on so many things. And so I work with Melody Perry Teamer, who is a gifted singer and songwriter, and also Alex Teamer, who's a great producer. And we just went to the studio and we just knocked this one out.
Wow, that is amazing! And of course, you've ridden roller coasters pretty much your life. And
Yes.
what are some of the ones that you went on? Like, say, if it's in your area, like throughout the United States. And what was your favorite roller coaster?
Gotcha. So I have done both U.S. roller coasters and international. Like I went to Japan and went on roller coasters. But as far as U.S., the one I mostly go to right now is up in Six Flags at Magic Mountain. They have a ride that's called X2. It is pretty extreme. Like it flips you. You do like 360 turns while you're just like dropping down, and it also has like an element of fire that's in it as well, so you can feel the heat from it. It just like it's pretty amazing ride.
Makes me want to go on a roller coaster, I'll tell you that. So
I also made up a animated music video for this as well. You can check it out on YouTube. It has roller coaster and it shows like me and my love interest going on the roller coaster. So yeah,
that is amazing. And I just happened to play that version as well too, and I thought, wow, that was something. So makes me want to go on those roller coasters as well too. We got to get on one sometime. So
exactly.
And of course, just to clarify, I wasn't sure if I heard you right on where you're working right now, and where do you currently work at again right now? Just wanted to clarify.
So right now I work as an electrochemist at George Fisher Signet, which is a piping system where we look at the quality of water.
That is okay. I was just trying to clarify that. And of course, working with George Fisher and, being in music and everything else. And of course, I guess the question, I ask and everybody asks is, how do you manage to handle both?
Not easy. My quick answer is usually I don't sleep. but no. It's honestly it's having keeping the open discussion. So like people at my job, everybody knows that I'm a musician, and they are in full support of that. So sometimes if I have certain gigs or certain things that kind of conflict with work, like as long as I get my job done, they are more than flexible to let me like leave work early or do work from home or something like that. So I've been very blessed to have a very understanding job.
Working from home, nice.
Yeah,
and of course, you can do some chemistry experience as well too, without blowing the lab up at your work.
That would be funny. Luckily, when I do work from home, it's like more lab reports and stuff like that, the paperwork part. But that would be interesting.
It would be, yes. And of course, I would have to, just one thing too before we get to, a few more here. Any plans for an upcoming tour in 2020?
Yeah, so I'm trying to have a tour, I would say in June or July, both in the U.S. and I'm also trying to expand out into the U.K. So that is the plan. It just, I don't have like set dates and location quite yet, but that is the plan.
Mm-hmm. And besides Los Angeles, any cities you plan on hitting in the U.S.?
In the U.S., I want to go back to Georgia, my home state, because I have a lot of support there. I would love to do like Chicago, like around in that area, Texas, whether it's Austin, Dallas, Houston, like one of those cities. And as far as the Northeast, probably somewhere in Massachusetts, most likely Boston.
That is amazing too. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
The biggest influencers, as far as
it can be both. It could be music. It can be physics, chemistry. entrepreneur, anything, or even family?
Gotcha. I would have to say it's my parents, because how they raised me to believe in the gift that you have. Don't let anybody take away your shine. And even if things may not work the way that you want it to be, it may work out for your good. Because you never know that there's a block for a reason for another opportunity to open up for you. Because definitely I wanted to get a job interning when I first graduated from Savannah State, and I didn't get that internship. And I was like, no, I want to get money. And then I was like, okay, well, next step is to go to grad school. And me going to MIT, like, that literally set my career onto a very higher platform. And so they inspired me to continue just to be Kelvin, and don't let anybody stop me from being Kelvin.
And that's a very wise choice, indeed, and I applaud you for that as well, too. It's very hard to get in. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
I would say these are my 3 pet peeves. No, not pet peeve, but inspirational words. With God, family, and hard work, you can do anything that you set your mind to.
That is fantastic advice. Dr. Kelvin Frazier, I'd like to thank you for your time. Once again, Kelvin Frazier, musician, chemist, professor, consultant, and entrepreneur as well, too, here on the Mike Wagner Show. Just want to say a big thank you for your time. You've been fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. And before we go, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? And where can people purchase or listen to your music?
Okay, well, thank you so much for having me. As far as my next project, next project is soon to be released in the summer. You can definitely stay tuned on my website. That's www.kelvinfrazier.com. That's KelvinFrazier.com. Also social media. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and also Instagram, and that's Kelvin Music LLC. That's Kelvin. Again, that's KELVIN, music, regular spelling, and LLC. And that's how you can keep up with what's coming out. And as far as my music, is on all major digital platforms, whether you like Apple Music, you like Tidal, you like Deezer, you like Spotify, like it's across everything. Pandora, like it's across everywhere. So make sure to check it out. Looking forward to it. And Dr. Kelvin Frazier, I'd like to thank you for your time. You've been fantastic. Glad we mixed it up together. Looking forward to great chemistry, and looking forward to having you in soon. Do us a favor, keep this up to date. Love to have you back on sometime in 2020. Yes, I would love it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening to the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.